if I tell you that the one person they called daddy, the one person they called father was the perpetrator of this evil? And what if I tell you that he never failed remorse? As a mother, once your child is going through something, that motherly instinct picks up and you automatically knows that something is wrong or something is going on. And this is why a lot of us as mothers feel that when danger is approaching our children, we get these inner feelings and we just quickly start taking precautions, either by trying to talk the child to understand what you are saying and also putting preventive measures down. But the problem is this: when it now becomes the people we trust the most, and sometimes these people are the most dangerous ones among us. Yes, you heard me right. They are the most dangerous ones among us. And because we trusted them, they are close to us, we tend to put our guards down. And at the end of the day, it gives them time to perpetrate evil when they know that we are not looking. Let me tell you an example. You see, if a pedophile want to an outsider that is a pedophile want to commit evil, you find out that it is difficult. They have to take their time to buy your trust, to do so many things just to gain your attention. Then the next thing, gain your trust, then also gain the child's trust. Then they perpetrate their evil. With this, by the time you will get to know, you will open your mouth loud like a mother you are and shout and let the whole world know that this is what is going on. And the next thing you start seeing people say, crucify him, do this one, and the mother will be seeking for justice. But there's something I want to tell you. When it now becomes the one in our homes, how do you now go about it? Welcome to another exciting episode with Mom of Things. On this channel, we talk about parenting and how to raise up godly children. Sometimes we as parents, there are some things we do and it doesn't just go down well because maybe civilization, things are changing and you are going with the flow. Well, that will be a topic for another day. But if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and don't forget to drop a meaningful comment like the topic we'll be talking about today, pedophiles. Please, have you had an encounter with them or you've heard stories about them? Can you please drop it in the comment section and let people learn? And if there are advice you want to give to mothers, it will be beneficial to us. A lot of mothers will be watching this video and they will be seeing how to protect their children against these monsters called pedophile. You see, there is something I keep telling parents, that if there is anything you must do, never allow your children or your girl child to undergo emotional trauma. Now, when we even talk about pedophiles now, we are not even talking about our girl's child only. They can also attack our boy child. And that is why your children is paramount to you. You have to be protective of them. And if I may say, how can you say you want to be protective of them and you are never present? You are never listening to them. You never showed concern. You will not win the war. And this pedophile, they are watching you. They know every of your step. So when they want to strike, they know how to strike. And they strike most time using so many things as a bait, by buying gifts, giving money, getting expensive something for the person. Either if the person is a child, they will divert their attention to the parents. And that is why you as a parent, when somebody becomes too good, it doesn't mean the person has evil intention. But what I want to say is this, as a typical Nigerian mother that has teenager, is this: when it becomes too good, please look second time. I'm telling you, you should look second time, because with that second, third time of looking into that thing, you start seeing things unfolding. Well, I want to tell this story about an event I went for, and a woman gave her story. It's a pathetic story, and it is something that will prick your mind if you want to listen to the end. You see, I was in this program where these particular people that fight for women less privileged came, and this woman was called upon to come and tell her story. It wasn't something that you might want to hear. But for educational purposes, I will want to let you know that you should be mindful of the people you stay. You see, when these perpetrators are outsider, it's easy for you to listen, to shout. But when it becomes insider, that is where the problem is. Have you ever heard mothers saying, I would have spoken out or he threatened me. I don't have anywhere to go. What will I do if I start shouting? Won't it tarnish the child's image? Who will not marry the child when the time comes? It's not good for the family. Let's settle it within our family. These are some of the lies we mothers tell ourselves when it comes to pedophile and such cases. Because sometimes we feel we don't have the power, we don't have the enablement, and we feel by covering it up, we are doing the child good. But the truth is this, after that person leaves your child, he goes to meet the other person, and that is how he will continue until the day he is caught. And that is why when you see pedophiles, when they are caught, they will tell you the number, that is if they are truthful to themselves, the number of havoc they have committed with children, whether be it a male or female. That is why I am saying we have to be vigilant. You see, this woman, children, the two daughters were being molested by their own father. Yes, the man that they called daddy, the man that they called father, the man that they would tell, Daddy, welcome, what did you get for us? Was the one actually molesting them. It became so bad when this woman started sharing her story that it was kind of a pattern. That whenever such a thing wanted to happen, initially she did not know that the man would send her on an errand, and by the time she come, the deed has already been done. And even though the atmosphere will look somehow, but she never believed that a father would do that to his own daughter. So she never believed, but the thing keep going. And mind you, she had two daughters for this man. Yes, and these two daughters were victims. So depending on the one he wants to sleep with, he will send the mother and one of the daughters out so that he can have his way with the other child. And that was how it continued. Until one day the woman get to know that it's like a pattern. If I don't go out with this one today, I will go out with this one tomorrow. Why is there something? She said, according to her, I tried to ask them, but they never said anything that anything was wrong with them. And even when he was trying to ask them, do you understand this pattern that is going on? They just kept quiet and was looking at their mom as if she knows what was going on and she's trying to play the victim card with tears. The woman said that particular day she deliberately did not lock the door and make sure that she told the man she was going with the child to go and get what he asked them to get for him. But on their way, she turned back and decided to come back. Lo and behold, guess what she met? Father and daughter. The daughter could not say, she was just looking at the mom as if, are you pretending that you don't know what is going on? And meanwhile, this is the pattern. After everything, the girl is showered with gifts. The girl is taken to places, pick anything you want, expensive gift. So because the man is wealthy, she just felt that it's a father showering love for the daughter. So she wasn't buying anything or thinking of any negative idea. Immediately she shouted. Guess what the man said? That if words go out, you are leaving my house, and nobody will believe you because I am a respected person in this community. And truly, when the woman sat down to reason this whole thing, yes, nobody will buy the story because such a man, a chief, nobody will believe. It will be like a fabricated story. And now that the woman was aware, it was no longer anything. Whenever he wants to have his way with his daughters, he will excuse them, call one inside, do what he wants to do, and he will never feel remorse. This thing become a burden until this woman came to the program and told the people, can you help me? In the process, the first daughter ran away from the house at a teenage age. And unfortunately for her, she said she doesn't actually have anywhere to go because the man married her orphans. And now she's now realizing that the reason why the first wife left would have been because of these same issues. That nobody told her. She just made that the man was single, not knowing that the man has a wife. According to the man, the woman left the house for no reason. And she entered because she was an orphan. So she needed a shelter, she needed a home. And she brought this man two beautiful children. You see, why this woman was narrating her ordeal, everybody was just sharing tears. It was a painful experience. And the truth of the matter is that the people anchoring it say this is not new to them because that is what they are always dealing with on daily basis. Parents, mothers, speak out. See, you might not have anything, but that does not mean that you should die in silence. No. And when it comes to your children, protect their dignity. You see, that day, the whole conference was divided. Some felt pity for the woman and some felt that the woman could have done better. But who will actually believe? And she trusted this man with her children. That yes, you are the father. These children call you daddy. These children call you father. When you come back for work, they tell you daddy, welcome. And you could do this to them. You and I know what happens. You and I know the reason why he is doing that. And that is why, parents, I will tell you this, that the worst and the most dangerous people are the ones closer to us. Because when it happens, a lot of us tend to shield them. A lot of us tend to protect them because of what will the society say? How will the child cope? My dear, by the time you pick it up, it will be a plus for the child. Because if you ask some children, some adults today, I mean, they will tell you the emotions they've passed through, the emotional traumas they've passed through will make them not to align with people, not to make friends, not to be themselves, looking at everybody as a suspect, except some of them decide to go for therapy. That is when you start seeing them coming up. The trust for men is one thing that they don't want to, because of their growing up, because of the trauma they've been made to pass through by the one person they called family. And this is why I am telling us parents that pedophiles are people that are closer to us. They buy our trust. The next thing you see them, they get close to their victim and perpetuate this act. And before, when we were growing up, it is something that we hardly hear. As in, you can hardly 1 in a million. But now, before you go through internet, this phase and this phase, you can count 5 that was brought into the social media. And you'll be wondering, how did it come about? Please, it is happening around you. And that is why when you take a sensor of people that this thing happened to you, be amazed by the numbers. And please don't let your child become a victim before you start making an attempt. Make sure you protect your children. It is very important. Come to social media, hear stories, you will hear them every day, every now. And I'm tired of hearing, please talk about pedophiles. And I hope this video meets someone that will listen to it and at the same time take action. Until I come your way next time with more interesting story, please stay tuned to Mom of Things and have a beautiful day.